Hello again everyone, hope you're all okay. So today I'm going to make some homemade doner kebabs, or doner kebab wraps. Mix all the meat together myself. I'll show you what I do, put through the spices and so on. And then we're going to make them into sort of meatloafs, and then we'll cook them in the oven. So when we slice them, it'll resemble doner kebab meat. I've got some meat breads I made the other day, so I don't have to make them, but I will make another batch of breads so I can upload the video to show you the Greek flatbreads, and I'll make the Greek Tzatziki today as well. And I'm also going to make some secret Kebab Chilli, so the proper stuff, the stuff that you would get if you got it from a decent kebab restaurant type of thing. So let's move across the ingredients and I'll show you what we've got. Okay, so here's the ingredients for the kebab. So I've got here 2 pounds of mince, which is a pound of lamb and a pound of beef mince. Got some salt to go in. In here I've got a ground cumin, ground coriander, some oregano, some onion powder, some black pepper, some harrissa, some chilli, some smoked paprika. I've added a few little bits, my stuff if you like. Garlic cloves crushed, at least half a dozen. Well, actually there's 12, but hey, I'll keep a bit for me tzatziki later. So I've got a lemon, 2 eggs, and that's pretty much that. So first thing I'm going to do, we're going to make the kebab chilli. So kebab chilli, I need tomato paste, so there's a tomato paste there, a large onion, a quarter of a white cabbage, and 6 chillies. So I like these ones, I get these from the Asian shop, and they are pretty good. They've got a nice thump to them, if you know what I mean. So all I'm going to do with these guys is I'm going to chop them up roughly. I'm going to put them through my blitzer, which is here. I'm going to put them through that, add some water, add some salt, just to taste for seasoning, and then we'll stick that in the fridge and we'll let that meld all the flavours. Bread wise, I don't need to make any breads, like I said earlier, I've already done them the other day. So here's some I made earlier. That's my Greek flatbreads. So I will do a separate video on these, just to show you how to do them, and I'll put the recipe and stuff so you can make them. But they are lush, proper lush. Better than any takeaway, believe me. So we'll start with the kebab chilli first. So I'll take you over to that bit. Okay, so we'll just roughly chop these, and then these will go in the chopper. So that one. You might have to, depend on the size, if you chop out a lot, you might have to do it and add smaller bits at a time. So I'll start mine with some, just to break down the ingredients a bit, and then I'll add the rest. So I'll just take the heads off them, the chillies. Get rid of that lot. Chillies will go straight in. And then we'll put part of the cabbage in. We'll let that break down a bit and then we'll put the rest in. Okay, so that's the kebab chilli made. Add a little bit of food colouring, give that nice red colour. So I'm going to pop that back in the fridge now. Just let that sit for a few hours. The longer it sits, the more the chilli comes through, so it will get a bit hotter. The next bit is we'll just swing around here a bit. I'm going to mix the lamb and the beef. I was going to use my machine, but my machine's just gone pear-shaped on this, so I'm going to have to do it by hand. So I'll show you the hard way. Okay, so next bit, we're just going to add the ingredients to the mince and mix it through. I'm going to do it by hand, so first I'm going to mix the spices together, just so they're well blended. You can see there they come together nice. Looks a lot, but there's 2 pounds of meat here, so it shouldn't be too bad. So we'll get them spices in. We're going to add the lemon juice, add the garlic, so I'm going to put about that much in, or maybe that much. And then you just want your fingers like a claw, and then just start working them through the meat. So you just want to try and get everything covered through. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to take it from here and I'm going to go at the sink. So I've got a little bit, it's a little bit lower. Then I'm going to pound the meat with my fist. I would have used my chopper. My chopper's gone belly up on this. They usually last about 2 years, so I've got to order another one. But it has been good, to be fair. Add the rest of the spice. Okay. Add the eggs. And again, we're just going to mix them through. So the last thing you want, you don't want it to resemble burger meat, because that's not how a doner kebab resembles. It needs to be almost like a paste, which comes together. Right, so that's pretty much, that's everything mixed in now. So I'm now going to take it over there and I'm going to start pounding this, and I'll show you the end result. Okay, see you in a bit. Okay, so there you go. So it's about the consistency I want now. I'm now going to break this down into 4. There's 2 pounds there, so into 4, so half a pound, and make sort of little meatloafs with them. I'm going to cover them with cling film. I'm going to put some in the freezer, and then the last one, it's only me and Donna anyway, so there's only 2 of us. I'm going to just put in the fridge to firm up a little bit, and then we'll roast in the oven. And then we'll put it in the fridge to cool down a bit, and then when we cut it, when it's a bit more cooler, we'll warm it through, and it should resemble a bit more of kebab meat. So next up, I'm going to do the tzatziki. So I'll show you how I do that. Okay. So for the Greek tzatziki, we've got some garlic, we've got some salt, we've got some yogurt, we've got some extra virgin olive oil, we've got some vinegar, half a cucumber, a grater, and a bowl. Done with the knife. So I'm just going to grate this first into the bowl. Skinning off all that goes in. And then once this has been grated in, I'm going to put this in a clean tea towel and I'm going to squeeze the moisture out. Once I've got to that point, I'll come back to you. Okay, so I've squeezed the moisture out with the tea towel. You can see it's a bit more body to it now. Now there's a little trick we use in Asian cooking, Indian cooking, to get more moisture out. So basically, you put the cucumber into a colander. You dry your hands. And then you're going to add some salt. Don't have to go bonkers. Just enough to get to it. There's about a quarter of a teaspoon there. I'm just going to push that through it. Then I'm just going to put that covered, just on my kitchen drainer if you like. and I'm going to leave that there for 20 minutes to half an hour. And then when we come back, you'll see a lot more moisture just come out with the salt. And then from there we'll give it another squeeze, and then that's ready to drop into the yogurt. Right, so that's that bit anyway. So the next bit, we're just going to add a couple of cloves of garlic, throw that to the yogurt, a little bit of white wine vinegar, put a tablespoon in there, extra virgin olive oil, there's about 1.5 in there, and I'm just going to give that a mix. All you want is for the yogurt to take on the oil. Doesn't take long. Right, that's pretty much it. So I'm now going to put that in the fridge, and that'll stay in the fridge until about 5 minutes before I'm going to use it. I'll add the cucumber after I've drained it off, and then the last bit just before I use it, I'll add some dill, and then that's ready. Okay, so that's how you make the sauce, and it's absolutely banging, I promise you. Okay, so this is rested in the fridge for a bit, so that's going to go in the oven for about 35 minutes at about 180. Okay, so this kebab has had nearly an hour. I just want to bring it right up to temperature, and as you can see, that looks pretty lush. What do you reckon? I think it looks pretty lush. So we'll put that to one side, and then we'll start putting it together. Right, there we are. There's our kebab meat. So let's give it a cut. I'll just try and cut it nice and thin. It's still quite hot. It's probably worth, if you can, is cooling this down a bit. It's probably enough to be fair. Check it out, haven't we? Not bad. Not bad at all. Okay, so let's put it together. Right, so it is quite round, the flatbread, so I'm going to try and do it that way so I get a little bit more roll in it. Okay, so we're going to do kebab first. Bad. We're going to do a little bit of kebab chili. There's some red onion there. Some cucumber. A little bit of the Greek Tzatziki, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to put the cabbage in. Okay, so it's quite packed. Right, now I'm going to roll this up nice and tight. I'm going to put in tin foil, so it's like a kebab wrap, but you can see generally what we'll have. So here we go. Right, so the moment of truth. Let's see how this looks. You should be excited. I know I am. Hey, look at that. You know you want some of that. I know I do. Fabulous.